All right, greetings everybody. I'm Steve Straz and welcome to your second installment of the Days Before Digital, where we take a look at classic, vintage, doozies, artifacts, video gear from back in the day. I think a lot of my colleagues that have been working in the industry for a while will particularly appreciate this. We're dating back 25 years, even more. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's get right into this, okay? Starting off here, videographers recognize this. This is what we call a BAT, short for battery, and you know that a little battery like this goes a long way. Plop this on the back of your Panasonic or Sony video camera DSLR, and you can record a wedding and have power in your camera for hours and hours. Sometimes one battery lasts me the whole day, and I just use a couple more for my top lights. But back in the 90s, when you used to have to throw a 35-pound camera over your shoulder, you would have to add to it another 5 or 10 pounds of batteries. We called these bricks, these heavy batteries that really only powered your camera for maybe 30 minutes at a time. Well, Platinum Series, yeah. That's how we used to have to roll back in the days, folks. Speaking of which, this is a classic. I talked about this on the last episode, but it's always worth a revisit. This is the old Betamax. Pretty amazing technology for its time. Betamax, I had a Betamax machine back in the early 80s, and I would set it up to record primetime episodes of MASH and other shows. I mean, this was the old school TiVo or DVR back in the day. That's how we used to have to roll in the 80s, but we got it done. So, this is a classic too. I like to talk about this. Talk about your old school palm-sized camcorders. Okay, this did not record video, but rather this recorded or mastered to film. This is a Super 8 Bentley, which only captured images. It did not have the ability to capture any sound audio. So this is pretty amazing. This is definitely your parents' or your grandparents' video camera. Kids are outside playing, just power it up, hit the trigger, and just point and shoot. So you'd have to get the film processed. It was quite the hassle. And then if you wanted to be advanced and capture some audio and sync it up with your video, oh sure, yeah, we could do that, no problem. All you needed to do was own a reel-to-reel machine and plenty of blank reel-to-reel tape. Now, classic rock bands such as Led Zeppelin, Aerosmith, they would use these tapes to master their album content. It's pretty amazing. While this is archaic technology at this day, back 40, 50 years ago, you could record 4-track stereo, and that was pretty amazing for its time. Okay? Now let's say you wanted to cut up what you recorded on that tape and make some edit points. Well, you couldn't run it through a computer. No nonlinear technology 50 years ago, so you needed to own one of these bad boys. This is a tape splicer. I'm not kidding, folks. You run the tape through here and cut it with blades and splice your edits together. Wow. It's what we used to have to do, folks. But then, this bad boy came along, probably like the late 80s. Oh yeah, no, early 80s, excuse me. What am I talking about? And I think we used these maybe through the early 90s. I learned Avid in 1996, which is nonlinear. But yeah, you could play Mixmaster. You had your record side, your play side, insert overwrite buttons, insert audio, video, or both. And keep track of your time code displays up here. Yeah, pretty amazing. Yeah, this is the old school video editing technology back in the day. Okay. Oh, one more video format. I got to show you this real quick. We showed you the Betamax. Let's not forget about 3/4 inch. Big, bulky 3/4 inch tape. And you know what? This particular 3/4 inch tape is from 1992, and it's my first professional video demo reel. And I can see the typed label. It says 12 minutes. Clearly, I did not know how to make a demo reel back in 1992. Tried to show way too much. I think most of our students and grads know to keep it down to about 2.5, 3 minutes, okay? Less is more. All we employers want to see are the highlights. Okay, so, but that's old school demo reel, a classic. Finally, something interesting to show you. You're all familiar with PCs versus Macs. PC lovers, Mac lovers. I'm a Mac guy myself. I'll use a PC when I have to, but how about back in the late mid 80s when the Macs were referred to more as Apples. Your Apple I, Apple II computer that used floppy disks. Well, guess what? They also had these big bulky keyboards. And this is a classic. This keyboard is 30 years old, folks, possibly older. So look at that. It's got the Apple logo on it, and this thing's got some weight to it, too. This thing's a little heavy. It's probably close to 10 pounds. It's got some weight to it, okay? By comparison, let's take a look at a modern Macintosh keyboard. Look at that slim design. Super lightweight. Huge difference. That, my friends, is technology advancement in 30 years. So, again, just perusing the Museum of Ancient Video Artifacts. I think some of my colleagues will have some fond memories when they think about how they got started and how easy we have it today. Kids don't realize how easy you have it with your iPads and computers and tablets and so forth. So feel blessed, because let me tell you, we had to lug around a lot of heavy, bulky gear, and yeah, it was how we had to roll back in the day. We had to do things the hard way. So you kids got it easy. All right, just saying. Okay, so enough about that. That's wraps up today's episode of the Days Before Digital. Again, I'm your host, Steve Straz. We will be back again next time with more ancient artifacts. Until that next time, take care. I'm out.